both? Why? Tell me.
His primordial instincts would be more than his love for John Burton, because in some way, like he could still love John Burton even when he starts to live in.
Okay.
He can come back for he spends his most of the time in the wild.
Okay.
Because that's what he is going to live. Like people die someday, they die someday. That's what he has to have. So I think
Okay.
the primordial instincts would be more dominant.
Be more dominant. With death, not without a death.
Yeah.
Okay. New, what do you think?
I think yeah.
Both?
Yeah, because I think he could live with John Thornton if he's still alive. But if and only if they move out of Klondike, Alaska, because it's a place where people like be rude to each other and they don't care or anything. And he might go back like to the wild, because even though he loved John Milton, because sometimes he has to let it go, like something go, and he had to live and be who he is.
Think about relationship, and I know all of you are young. You might probably never had a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Definitely not husband or wife. But no, this is really thing. Honestly, it just made me think about something right now. So think about the person you are with. And I know some of you are very cultural, very like, this is how it's supposed to be, which I respect. But think about something. So, in freedom, can you love somebody but still be free? Do you understand what I'm talking about? No. Just can you explain that to me? Just your thinking. Can you love somebody and still be free?
Can you explain?
You said no.
You said, do you understand?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said no. Okay. My question is, okay, let's say you love someone, but you only way to stay with that person is to live in the same city. But this other person wants to go and draw pictures, and he has to come and go because it's not everything done right there. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So can you still stay in that kind of relationship, or that ruins the relationship because that other person is following his or her desire?
Yes.
How? And how maybe? How much freedom you give each other? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Even like friends, if you don't talk about boyfriends and girlfriends, husband and wife, let's say friends. So two of us are friends, and then I really want him to be my friend every day. Like when I'm sad, I want to call him and talk to him. Let's go, to movies and this and that. And then he has his passion, and that passion is kind of coming in as a wedge between us because do you understand what I'm talking about? Because he has his callings, and he can't be all the time with me when I need him as a friend. So, do we break up? Do we not be friends anymore? No. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
No, you don't.
How much freedom you allow the other person? Or he just tells me, oh, you sit in the house and you wait for me, and whenever I'm done with my instincts, I'll come back and I'll visit you. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Can you be connected to somebody?
Yes, but not close as before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's get far away, every.
So you won't forget each other.
But
You'll still be in some kind of a relationship, but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because as long as you have that person, you have to come back. Am I right? But when you don't have that, then you don't have to go back. Let me give you an example. I have mother who lives in Croatia, and I have a sister who lives in Croatia with her, my nieces. But my mother is the biggest reason I go back. I don't know if I'm ever going to go to Croatia once my mom passes away. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Even though I have sister, because my sister is young, at younger age, she can come here and visit me. Or we can meet somewhere else. But my mother, and she's older, and so I have to always go back. She's the reason I go back. So this book makes me think not just about survival, but also freedom. How free can we be? And what is the true relationship? Do you think one day all of us will have those kinds of marriages that we can be free, but we come back?
Yes.
Is that even possible?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Just explain why. Yes, tell me why.
Why?
That's interesting.
Why do
Why?
you think that?
Why is it possible?
Because like we are a girl and we have to go get married and move somewhere.
Yeah?
We will serve and and we will want to visit our parents, our mom and dad, and we will come back. We again have to come back.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about freedom, you and your partner.
Oh.
She goes away and says, hey, honey, I'm going to Hawaii because I love surfing. I love the waves. I'm going to hit the waves, and when waves are down, I'm going to come back and see you. Would you let him
I
go?
would never.
So you give him freedom.
Yes.
Or my honey, I have to have a couple drinks with, Abdi and Prakash, and I'll come back about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Of course not.
Of course not in 2 o'clock in my. If it was like in 10 o'clock, and of course I will let him
But
go.
you said you would give a freedom.
Yeah.
So you are, and I'm just giving these kind of funny examples, but can be like painting, can be racing the cars, can be something that's your passion. Like Buck he was driven by that, he wanted to survive. Something called him inside of him. So what would you do with that kind of a relationship then? Just quit? You would not be involved with that kind of a man?
I will be in love, but she says not as how it was.
Okay,
Before.
so how much freedom do you give each other? How much freedom, can we actually ever be free?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes.
How? Abdi, tell me. No, I don't really want to hear it from you
I
guys.
think every relationship is kind of different. Like husband and wife is different than
Friends
mother
and
and
Mother and a child,
Yes.
and a dog and
Man.
a man. So
Yeah.
who do you think which of those relationships has the least freedom?
Husband and child.
Husband and wife.
Because I was thinking of
But
you.
you still can divorce.
Okay, keep going.
Comparing you with the bug.
Yeah.
You were in Croatia and with your mom, dad, and all the relatives, and you left them, and it's like wild for you, but you still love them, and you go back, and
But I go back to my husband, right?
yeah, husband is different. Like you every day. I mean,
So you have
and
the
wolf-
least.
and
Yeah.
you know what? And wolves are kind of husband and wife. The bug relationship with
Pack.
wolf packs are like a husband and wife, and with John told me is like a father and child, and father can understand the child.
Oh, that's what you have different levels. Okay, go ahead.
I
Neil.
think
Yeah, go ahead.
like parents and parents have the most freedom, because and then husband and wife like in the middle, and friends like us is the least one.
Why?
Because friends you can like if something happened and if you don't like them, you just don't talk to them and you just let them free like easily. But husband and wife, I think, is in the middle, because you could divorce sometime,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes, but you still like close to each other,
Mm-hmm.
but it might not be the same as before.
Mm-hmm.
But family, like mom, dad, and children, they always close together no matter what. But unless your parents die or something, and then you just let it go.
Okay, so this is really interesting. So how much of your culture influences your opinion here in our circle?
None.
It's very interesting because I had the exact same reaction with your brother.
What?
Your brother said, and we did not talk about Buck. We did talk about Alaska. And we talked about family.
And what did he
Because
say?
we read a book about two women who were left behind as old women, 75 and 8 years old. And exactly what he said. He said, anything can go wrong, but family cannot.
I think
Like,
family.
that's the strongest connection. The family. I mean, the kids and parents, and not just kids and parents, but the family, like the Brand family, or, you know what I'm talking about? The Dorvich family. That's just, I'm sorry, I'm thinking aloud because that's exactly what Tan said. So it made me think like how much we are culturally influenced too, as people.
What about you don't close together?
Yeah.
It's so family.
It's just how I go.
Yeah.
In some situations, like I agree.
Do you think it depends on the circumstances and what kind of
If
circumstances there are?
it's like survival things, then people would probably choose their family.
Yeah.
Since it's not so.
Because like for me, I think my husband and my son are everything to me right now. Because I have nobody else who is closer to me by blood or anybody else than them, those two. But still, I think I need to give them enough freedom. So if I squish them with no freedom, then they would not like me. And same versa, but they have to give me some freedom too. Do you understand? I'm not talking freedom to find another man, but the freedom to follow my passion.
But some people, they don't give freedom.
And that's the thing.
Love.
Because of love? Why? Explain that to me.
Love.
Because of love,
Because of
love is
love.
scared.
Oh, they're scared. They're jealous. It's not love, am I right?
Selfish.
Jealous has a different kind of place
That's
to
not
be.
called love.
I think selfish.
They're it's like a love. Is that what you said? Jealous?
Parents is
Jealous is love too.
Parents are jealous too.
No,
Okay.
they scared their children.
They're scared for their children. So sometimes they can do. Okay, I understand what you're saying. They're limiting your freedom because they're scared for you because of love. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm.
Jealous is love too.
How do you give freedom to your partner?
How do you give freedom?
Mm-hmm.
Or give? I'll give
Like
100%,
how?
I guess.
No,
I
how?
don't have-
Not what. If you give it, how do you give it?
Do whatever you want to, but
No.
No,
not like that.
no, let me.
I think men
Okay, let him
boy
finish.
and girl is
Go ahead.
different now.
Yeah.
If let her do anything she wants to,
Okay.
and but in the end of the day, she must remember me. I'm
Oh,
there.
okay. I understand what you're saying. How about you, Hamze? How are you gonna give freedom to your wife one day?
Why?
Yeah. You know why? Because I know you don't have a girlfriend. Hmm? You don't know? You need to think about that. How about you, Andy? You're gonna give freedom to your girlfriend one day or wife? How? Everything what she wants to do?
No.
No? Is it similar like Abdi said?
As Abdi said that you're gonna give her freedom,
Something.
and one day she will realize what city and her
Realize.
right?
No, I'm like,
Well, what he said, if she wants to be a doctor, she can be a doctor. If she wants to go and work there, he's gonna allow
But
her
there's the bad lines too.
to express herself
But there's the bad things
professionally, am I right? And and to follow her heart with her passion. But at the end of the
Oh,
day,
I
they'll
was
be
thinking
husband and wife again when they come home and they raise their
too.
children.
But I
Which
was thinking about
It's
the-
kind of like how I would do it, you know.
Maybe it depends on how much you trust her.
You trust her.
Yeah,
But usually, well, I would agree with that. You know, you need to. Okay, so we don't have time much. Okay, would you forgive?
forgive.
Yeah.
Would
Yes.
you forgive?
Depends.
Yes.
So
But
let's
yeah,
say,
situation.
can
It
I ask you
depends on the
something?
situation.
So let's say you are a girl and your boyfriend cheated on you, and then he's really sorry about it, and he's not in relationship with that woman anymore. and he says, I'm sorry, I will never do it again, let's be a couple, we are a serious couple.
No.
Would
Yes.
would you